Hey YouTube, Ps2 UK back again with another pickups, trades and car boot video. So weather's been shining once more again this week, so out and about in force. Like I say, I've did a couple of mini trades with one YouTuber this week. Two actually, one's on its way, and then a couple of minor sort of pickups from like eBay and out and about. So what I'll probably do is a couple of out in the wild pickups is just two Xbox games that I managed to pick up from Game Station, 49p each. One of them is 360 compatible, so that'll be kept. The other one is just because it was in such good condition and I didn't have my list because it's during the week, so I thought, well, for 49p I'll grab on both anyway. And it is Hitman Contracts and Hitman 2 Silent Assassin. So I think Hitman Contracts is the compatible one and Silent Assassin isn't, so that goes into the old trade pot if anyone's interested. So yeah, two Master System games off of eBay. One of them's now I wouldn't say it's hard to get, it's just more sought after, and for some bizarre reason the price gets pushed up. So I'm not really sure why. Got distracted. Right, anyway, where was I? Yes, so two Master System games from eBay. Like I say, one of them seems to fetch a price, but I don't really understand why. It's just one of them weird things that seems to happen from time to time. The other one, again, it's just one that I just hadn't managed to pick up at the right price and the right condition. So without further ado, first one is Dynamite Duke. And it is boxed and complete. Obviously there's a Mega Drive port of this, which I think's meant to be quite decent by all means. I remember vaguely playing this in the arcades. It's kind of like a cross between Cable and what the kind of Neo Geo cross swords type affair. So yeah, there we go. That's that one. Where am I putting that? Put that down there. So obviously, say the one that I don't know. Again, still don't understand why it is, but it's one that holds its price. It's super off-road. I paid. What did I? Oh, Duke Nukem. I think was Duke Nukem. Dynamite Duke was. I think it was only 50p, but the postage is £3. Super off-road is absolutely very good condition, to be fair. This one I got for £5 delivered, so probably looking at more closer to £2 for that. So that was really good. Then one just random pickup from Game Station again for 49p. It looked okay. So it's a shooter. Cyanide. 49p. Cyanide, I think it's Cyanide. Cyanide Resurrection. Quite good actually. Me and the girls had a blast on this. What I don't like about it is that the actual view's inverted, so you push up, you go down. I hate that, and there's no way of changing it. Really freaking annoying. So, like I say, there were the sort of pickups and what little bit that I did have from out in the wild. I did a trade-ish with another YouTuber. I'll link him down below, and it's a Timeteam, 1986, I think, or 1982. He messaged me to sort of say he had a game that I've already got, but I think off the back of my last video, and again still really grateful to Butters, but obviously one of the game's manuals was a little bit like seeing worse for wear, and that was Altered Beast. And I mean, he sent me through another copy, Michael, and it's absolutely mint condition. It really is very, very good condition, so thanks very much, Mike. And also sent me through again a better copy manual than I had of Ayrton Senna's GP2, so I really do appreciate that, mate. Absolutely superb. Aaron, if you need or want your Altered Beast back, give us a shout, mate. But I just so happens that I ended up getting a slightly better copy, so I'm more than willing to return it to you, chap. Right, so that was it as far as any sort of pickups and trades and whatnot. I need my coffee. So yeah, car boot again, and some interesting items actually. Not the usual kind of, what word can I use? Bulk of, you know, I mean, like I said before, it usually works in cycles. You end up like with shitloads of Xbox games, or the big haul of PS1 or big haul of PS2. This really is kind of like a mixed bag. I mean, it's a bit of everything, and something that I've never seen before actually. Well, not out in the wild anyway, and it's been years since I think anything was released for this system. I think it's killed off anyway. But where to start? Let's start with the least sort of impressive, for want of a better word, but it was a good price. I picked up, and I don't know what it is, I just can't refuse them at the right price. But another fat PS2, 2 controllers and the power. It's a bit mucky, needs a bit of a clean, but they all tend to do that. But I mean, I paid two quid, 3 quid I think. Comes with a official Sony memory. You can see the dirt on that, look. So yeah, I think actually no, he wanted a £5 and I got him to 3 quid. So I thought for 3 quid I'll have a chance on that. I can clean it up anyway, and it's good for a backup system for 3 quid. You're never going to get that. I think they're going for about, I think last time I was in CEX, they had one of them in the wind down. I think it's about 30 odd quid. Nuts, I'll clean it up and take it in. To be honest, I don't think I've ever bought anything from CEX. I don't tend to shop there, I don't tend to trade anything in. Maybe I should start doing that. Right, how am I going to do this? Let me try and think. I'm just trying to work out what I've got from where. Okay. Couple of PS2 games. This one I paid 50p for. I have got it, but I'm not going to leave it there for 50p. And it was just one disc on its own. one game on its own. Pretty sought after, I think. And it's Champions of Norath. So 50p, can't beat it. Like I say, I do own that. I've got that one. I picked these two up from the same guy. One's PlayStation 2 and one's a PlayStation 3 game, but for the price, I mean, I have got a PlayStation 2, but I say my daughter has got a PlayStation 3. But for the price I wasn't going to turn it down. So we had like a couple of PlayStation 2 games. He was looking 50p for them, and no, he only had one PlayStation 3 game, and he wanted £1 for it. So 150, I thought, not going to grumble. So the PlayStation 2 game is Sonic Riders Zero Gravity. All complete. It's all there. And PlayStation 3 game is Resistance Fall of Man. It is obviously the Platinum release. But again, I've checked the disc and it's honky-dory, so that was that. Then, oh no, one more PlayStation 2 game. 50p for this. Again, I own it already. Black Label, I think. But it's a Spyro Hero's Tale. Again, for 50p. I'm not going to leave it there. So if anyone's interested in that, or any of the ones that duplicates, give us a shout. A couple of Xbox games, 360 compatible jobbies. These were, I think these were £1. Were they £1.20? Those M ones. I think these are £1 each. I mean, I roughly pay about £1 a game anyway. That's kind of, you know, the limit. But again, these are all the compatible ones, so ticked off my list. So it's Project Gotham Racing, all complete, and Amped Freestyle Snowboarding. So that's them two, and then these two were £1.25. Couldn't get them down any lower. Bizarrely, they had them marked at £2, then £3, so I don't know what they're playing at. So first one is Unreal Championship 2, The Landry Conflict. So like I say, there's 3 quid there, look, and then on the spine they got it down as 2 quid. And they did this for this one as well, which is Return to Castle Wolfenstein. There we go. So again, 3 quid, 2 quid. I don't know what they're playing at. But I paid, like I say, Got the pair for £2.50, so £1.25 a game, which is alright. 25p I'm not going to argue about, believe it or not. So, that is... no it's not. Let's do it this way. And I got one random PSP game. Guy wanted, it's a young lad actually, he had a couple of PSP games, all the usual soccer and crap like that. Seen this one in there, and I thought it was more of a role-playing game, and turns out it's not. It's actually a variant, and it's a beat-em-up of the same series, and it's Dissidia Final Fantasy. Is it Dissidia? Dissidia Final Fantasy, yeah. I thought it was a role-playing game, so it's not. It's a beat-em-up set in the Final Fantasy world. I think £2 I paid for that. Alright, not too bad, I don't suppose. And it does the it's got the inverted cover as well, look. So you can switch the cover out. I thought it was quite cool. Did have a manual. So that was that. Then one current gen, which I don't usually do. But I got it for a good price. I do need to do some work on it. It's nowhere near my usual thing I'd take, but my brother-in-law swears by this being one of the better of the games. I don't know, but it's Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare Game of the Year edition. It's complete. Paid 50p for it, but the reason why is when I looked at it, because I know this happens because my brother did this. It did, you know, if your Xbox is laying flat and you stand it up, or vice versa, it does that weird circle on it, see it? So basically it renders the game useless, but you can polish that out, which I've done before. I think I picked up a copy of Saboteur the other week, I don't know if I showed that. Did the same thing, polished it out, so I thought, knocks him down to 50p for that. So I might be able to resurrect that for 50p, it's worth a chance, worth a punt. What else we got? We'll do this one, because there's a bit of a story behind this. Picked up another guidebook, and it all seems to be bloody Pokemon ones. But I paid 50p for it, and it's the Pokemon Heart Gold, Soul Silver version ones. Just paid 50p for that, but fucking kicking myself. While I was sort of talking to the lady about this, like haggling the price, I think she wanted £1.50 or something stupid. She had some Wii games on the tabletop, which I glanced over while I was trying to talk to this, and some big fucking oafy reseller comes along, and he's a knob. He just buys everything. He's one. I think I might have mentioned it before. He just buys everything. Someone says a price, he doesn't even look. He doesn't question it. He just buys it. It really does my head in. But I've got one over on him, which I'll show you in a minute. So he swans over, stinking. Picks up Zelda. How much do you want for it? And I heard it £1. It was Legend of Zelda: The Twilight Princess on the Wii for £1. And I was like, oh, you mother. Because anyway, missed out there, missed a trick there. So I picked up the Pokemon guide for 50p, but later on at another stall, he was there stinking it out, and it was weird. There's a whole lot of family, a whole family running this store. So there's like a little kid, the grandma and granddad, and then obviously the dad of the little kid, their son. And I think they had a not a Mega Drive, that's wrong. They had a PlayStation with a few nondescript games. He was on about rattling this, that and the other. And then I think it was the dad mentioned, oh, I've got some other games, I'll go and get them. But obviously he come out with this bag. The big oaf was buying something else. I can't remember what it was. He was looking at something. If I say he buys everything, I think he was buying a guitar or a crossbow or something stupid. So the dad had this bag. He put it on the top, and literally just out the corner inside the bag, I could just see like an edge like that, and I knew straight away. I thought, that's a Game Gear. So I took hold of the bag because no one was looking at it. It was just on the tabletop. delved in there, had a rummage round, and I picked all this lot up for £4. Okay, this is the system that I sort of said I'm pretty sure they've stopped making it, or they've integrated it into the phones, or I think it's ceased anyway. But I've never seen one out in the wild. So anyway, for £4, I picked up a Game Gear. I don't know if it works yet, but it has got the back covers on, and I think I've got one or two. I think I've got one whole unit and half of one with one of the covers missing. So I thought, well, I'll have that for the covers if it doesn't work anyway. There was this in the bag, which I thought was a PSP, but on opening it up, it's an really good condition. I think I haven't got this colour. It's like a black and grey Game Boy Advance with the cover on. It's in really good condition. I mean, absolutely, even the battery cover is absolutely spotless. So I've got that, and this is the sort of, I was like, whoa, yeah, I'm having this. I mean, I ain't got a clue. I've never owned one, but I thought I'm going to take it part of the bundle. There was these in like elastic band. So when I dug them out, turned them over, turns out there were 4 N-Gage games, and there's an N-Gage in there. Need to get this working. I think it might need to be flashed or reset or something along them lines at the minute, but I haven't really looked at it, to be fair. So the 4 N-Gage games is Sonic N. These are all complete. I've checked them. They open really weird actually. They open like that sort of way. So Sonic N, and the actual games are tiny little like memory cards. Look, never seen one before. So yeah, we've got Sonic N, Rayman 3. So it can't be that old if Rayman 3 was out on it. Super Monkey Ball, and probably the pick of the bunch, possibly going by reputation of the games, is Bomberman. So yeah, I thought that was a pretty good deal, and like I say, I got one over on the old reseller. I mean, I don't think he's even a game reseller per se. He's just, I've seen him about there before, and he just buys everything and anything. I mean, anything he can make a book on. I think Darren Walsott might have seen him at where he goes as well once or twice. And he really is, it's just, you know, I mean, his personal hygiene leaves a lot to be desired, so I'm guessing that's how he makes a living, turns a quick profit on stuff like that. So, where am I at now? So I'm getting confused. Sticking with handhelds, I managed to bag myself for £2. It's not in the greatest condition, to be honest. Come in this crappy little horrible bag that one, but it's a Game Boy Color. Is it grapefruit? Whatever. With a game, 2 games actually, Men in Black, and a completely battered Quest. I can't read it. It's Quest for Camelot. I mean, that's it. Completely had it. Quest for Camelot. So Game Boy Color. It does work. There we go. And the Game Boy camera. I don't know if that works yet. So yeah, what did I say? I think £2. Did I say? I think it was £2, something like that. I mainly got it for the camera, to be honest. I have actually got one of them complete. So if anyone's interested in that, I mean, I'm pretty sure you can buy the back covers off of eBay for £1 or £2 anyway. So, oh yes, I got lucky. I knew this would happen, and I'm glad I didn't buy this cartridge, because I was going to get it off eBay after I give up waiting. One of the first stores I came to, weirdly enough, had 3 games. Was it 3? Yeah, it was only 3 games. They wanted, I think, £1 each or something like that. Oh, was it £1? I think it was £1 each. I got for £2. I got all 3 for £2. It was £1 each. Mega Drive games, only 3 of them, but 2 of them I definitely need. One of them I think I've got, but I'm not sure of the condition. I need to check because it's pretty good condition. So the first one that I did need is PGA Tour Golf. bizarrely, it's the only one I needed. They're all complete. And finally, I've got fucking Road Rash. Yay! So now I've got my empty, well, not empty, box and instructions, and now I've got a complete copy now here. So really chuffed to finally get that. So that completes the Road Rashes on the Mega Drive. And then the last one, like I say, it's in, to be fair, it's in pretty good condition. Is going off the back of the Master System, funnily enough. It's Altered Beast. In, like I say, pretty good condition, spanking condition actually. So yeah, that was M3 for £2. Put the loose one back in there. And done that. Got them bits there. Oh yeah, from the same guy that I picked up Call of Duty. I went, you know, bought it off him. Said, "Oh, thanks a lot, guys." Went to walk off, and I just seen this lying in a box. So sort of double talk. Went back. I mean, it is pretty minging. I doubt very much if it's going to work, but I only paid £1 for it. So again, just one of them weird things at the carboot, you just seem to fall over the same thing. It's another Game Gear. This one did come with a game. It's Bart. But, I mean, it is probably had it, to be honest, because the batteries have all corroded, so that needs a clean. I mean, it could probably clean up and probably alright. They're just corroded, they're not rusted or anything like that. So, if nothing else, I might come with a strap, which you don't see many of them with, so £1, it's probably worth it just for Bart, maybe. But I don't know if I've got that. So that was that for £1. And then, oh right, yeah. I picked me up to keep him company, because he was getting lonely. I need to probably have to show him again. But I picked myself up none other than Indiana Jones.
Oh, rats. I hate these guys.
There we go, look at him. He's pretty cool, actually.
I think we got a big problem.
There we go, look.
Archaeology is the search for facts.
So I picked it, woman had him, and some little other dude, 50p. So here we'll go with Henry Jones Sr. up on the top there, keep him company. So yeah, a little bit of non-gaming tat that I've bought. Then, lastly, and I thought I might have struck gold here, but it turned out it kind of wasn't really, it was more bronze. There was a lady there that was just sort of setting up and stuff. She had a PlayStation. Just put it out, I said, "Oh, can I have a look at your PlayStation?" So I took it all out, but as I took the PlayStation out, I'd seen in the bottom of the box some flat boxes. So I was like, "Whoa!" So I pulled them took all the crappy PlayStation stuff out, and what she had was like a load of flat packed N64 boxes. So it turns out, anyway, the upshot of it all is there's a boxed, complete version of Wet Tricks. I don't know if you can see that. So got the game, got the manual, and there's a box. So it just needs reforming, he says. I think it was the Stig's game Stig. It says you can iron these, so probably just needs a bit of an iron. So yeah, boxed one there. I've got instructions for Super Mario 64, random Nintendo thingy. Oh, and a boxed FIFA 64. So the manual and the box, again flat packed. N64 guide, insert, and a flat Super Mario 64 box. I think I've got a spare. I might have a spare copy of this, so that'll give me another complete copy. I've still got my original Mario 64 I had when I Nintendo 64, which is obviously I've still got as well. Sadly, and this is what I said, I thought, oh, she might have, you know, some more games knocking about. She didn't. So I even said, have you got the N64? Oh, I think I might have. I was like, yes. Turns out she didn't. So I was a little bit, now, balls. But I thought they were quite good. What did I pay? Oh, £2 for them. So I thought that was quite good, because she was more interested. She seemed to think that these were for the PlayStation initially. And then when I explained to her, so they won't play. And she was like, yeah, I know that, I know they won't play. I was like, okay then. So I got it, anyway, got them for £2, which I thought was alright. So I'm just trying to sort this box out, insert. So that was about near the end. No, it wasn't. Towards the end, that was it. I went and seen the usual reseller guy who was there. Sometimes he has good stuff, and he doesn't charge. To be honest, he doesn't overcharge. But on the way, sort of towards the end, on the way to sort of see him, there was another stall there. This is what the problem is with the car boots sometimes. There's an old lady, two old ladies, and there was a box, like a plastic box type thing. And one game just caught my eye. I think it's Thalamide on the Commodore 64. And I looked down and I just sort of caught it out of the corner. It was underneath the table. So I had a look inside there, and to be fair, there was a fair few games. All Commodore, I think they're Commodore 16s or 64s. I can't remember the games. Stuff like Renegade and all that. And there's some bigger box games. And I just sort of said, oh, how much are your games? And she sort of said, oh, which one? I know the prices for most of them, so I'm guessing they were probably her husband's. And I went, well, no, all of them. Yeah, I'll just take the job lot. And I thought she said £3. So I said, oh, £3, and I couldn't hear that. And then what it turns out she said was £30, and I went 30, 30. Yes, that works out at 50p a game. I don't think there was that many. I don't know what the maths is to how many games there must have been there, but I know there weren't. A, there weren't enough games to make it so there were 50p each, and B, they ain't worth 30 fucking quid anyway. And I sort of said a joke, because I thought she was taking a piss, and I went, you did say 30? She went, yeah. And I was like, oh, good luck with that then. And she went, well, if you don't want them, you can just walk away. And I went, well, that's what I'm doing, so I'll walk away. And why be so fucking ignorant? I mean, clearly no one's going to pay £30 for old taped Commodore games. I even tried to explain that to her. I said they're old tape games. You do know they're not like fucking Xbox 360 or anything new. And as I was walking away, it's what pissed me off. Someone, the other idiot next door, said, "Oh, you always get them, don't you? I always want everything for nothing." Well, no, I don't want it for nothing. I was going to pay them money, but I'm not fucking paying £30 for. You know, there's probably about 20 games, if that. So maybe it was 30. Maybe it was that ends up being 50p a game. But I'm not. It's not going to happen. Not for old tape games. Sod off. So yeah. Anyway, that was one little story. Because I know I can't remember who the chap is, but he likes to hear the stories. But yeah, there weren't many of the characters there today, to be fair. Oh, but there was an interesting development. There was two well-to-do ladies apparently going round with fake £20 notes. So yeah. And what I found quite amusing was the fact that the guy, there's like a tannoy system, and he just sort of said, "Oh, please be aware, the fake 20. Well, I've just been handed a fake £20 note." So obviously, there's someone out there either inadvertently used it or consciously traded them off. So that was all you got. Then again, later on, 15, maybe half an hour later, he said again, I've been handed another one, so clearly someone's going around with fake £20 notes. Weirdly enough, I was next to the stall where the first one had been handed into, and the woman there was talking to the lady, or someone else. And this is what, just typical stereotypical. Oh, and you know what? It was even two ladies that did it. Could you believe it? And I think it was an old woman. She went, "Oh, you wouldn't believe it from a woman, would you?" But what, so a bloke would do it and that's okay? Which I thought was quite amusing. But yeah, it turns out they were, because again, stereotypical, they thought there'd be some old Jippo women trying to pass off £20 notes, but there we go. So that was a little bit of drama. So the last three pickups, quite good, I think, from the trader bloke there. Paid £5 for these. So I'll just rattle straight into them. A kind of little bit worse for wear, but still okay, copy of Wario Land on the Game Boy. Bomberman 64, and probably the pick of the day, potentially. Sadly, it's not the second one, which I thought it was when I just seen the corner bit, but it's DuckTales on the SNES. On the SNES? On the NES. So there we go. So that's it, guys. That's me done for today. Like I said, there's a couple of duplicates there, so if anyone's interested in the trade or wants to buy them or whatever, go give us a PM and we'll sort something out. I'm going to try and get this N-gauge working. I don't know if there's if anybody knows any quirks to them or anything like that, then give us a shout. But basically, it powers on, it says Nokia at the bottom, and it kind of reboots itself and goes off again like that. So I don't know what that means. Obviously it's powering up and stuff. I'm guessing it needs to be wiped or reset or something along them lines, so I need to have a quick look at that. But that's it. So we'll see what happens. I've got one item coming from eBay. Guess what it is. And I don't think anything else. I think I've got potentially some trades in the pipeline. But other than that, guys, I'll see you next week, hopefully, and take it easy. Bye bye.